So on this 8th day of December 2015, thought I would take a little bit of a tour of current snow depths across the Northern Hemisphere. And this is the GFS analyzed snow depths, and I guess it's in the realm of accuracy. However, there's no snow, for example, that I can see right now currently in Quebec City, and it is showing a small amount of snow. So this may be left over from a couple days ago. Um, but as you can see, there's really not a whole lot of snow east of the Mississippi in the lower U.S., except in Maine, up around Caribou Country. And even there, I'm not really sure that that exists at this point in time. However, this is an old leftovers of some snow that occurred from a recent storm system a few days ago. And then you get into the Rocky Mountains, and we'll kind of zoom in here just to show conditions here. I do believe that the Sierra Nevada actually has more snow than just really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches. It is showing some heavier snowfall here, but in the Rockies, I think it might be a little closer to accuracy, better than 18 inches, up around 20 inches. This only goes up to 20 inches. So let's take a look at Canada and see where the heavier snow depths are currently. It's pretty, for this time of year, I would say that we're probably under normals here, or in the vicinity of normal, but more than likely under normal as the snow usually would cover this particular area. You get into central parts of Canada and points north. This is where your 18 to 20 inches are in these sort of gray colors. The shades 12 to 14 inches in the white and so forth. So really up to about a foot, you're talking about anything in the purple and over. And you can see northern Quebec up in the Labrador coast and so forth, Baffin Island. So let's take a little bit of a spin here and let's go up to Alaska. Alaska is a far cry different than what we saw at this time last year, where we had the flow coming in from the Pacific Ocean going over the top of a very large ridge, the drought ridge, the mega drought ridge, the ridiculous resilient ridge located up and down the western seaboard, the Pacific North American plus phase, pretty much well established and entrenched. It brought us colder than normal weather, of course, for the eastern part of North America, but Alaska experienced a very warm scenario, and the snow is limited. The Iditarod, for example, was pretty limited, but not this year. This December, we can see tremendous amounts of snow here. The north slope up around Barrows, you got greater than 20 inches without no trouble at all. And of course, in all of the mountainous terrain, Mount McKinley, in the areas Denali, not a problem, and a little bit less on the coastal areas, and this extends to the Aleutian Islands, of course. Let's take a little bit of a spin. Looking at the Arctic, I would just ignore this right now, but in the Arctic Ocean, on the Arctic Siberian coast, you can see greater than 20-inch snowfall, Kamchatka Peninsula, and so forth. This extends down into sort of the eastern ends of Mongolia, and then back into the North Korea here. You got northern Japan seeing some snow cover and so forth. A little bit less, and you can see the temperatures. These are the temperature trends currently right now, and you can see that it's pretty cold across southeastern Siberia, the Mongolian plateau, and whatnot. So pretty heavy snow, greater than 1 foot in any of these purple areas, and so forth. And I want to focus again a little bit on China here. First of all, this is one of the biggest. These two countries, China and India, are definitely the biggest polluters, and they're putting out actually more CO2 than the United States of America. And I wanted to show you some of the visibilities, the current weather conditions. It's not too bad here. This is indicating some precip right now in China, but over in India, south of course, the Himalayas, they're having a tremendously smoggy scenario right now. This is happening in parts of Beijing up in China here. You can see this particular area of China is getting some pretty nasty smog as well. But look at these. This is over in parts of India, and not 100% familiar with this, but you can see that this goes into Pakistan, and a lot of smoke pollution. Now, snowpack-wise, the Kashmir doing pretty good, but I would suspect probably less than normal. There are some snow reports of snowfall here. You get west of the Eurasian snowpack, though. This is where it's kind of interesting. It looks like it is snowing in Moscow, this general area here. Um, we have areas of wide open without snow cover. Pretty amazing. And look at Europe. Not a whole lot going on. Up in Norway and just south of that, Sweden and then Finland, there is some decent snow cover up in that general area. This particular area is getting some pretty good snow, but storms have been very, very warm coming in off the Atlantic Ocean. And of course, swinging back around, here's the snow dips rather for Iceland. They have greater than 20 inches on the ground. And you can see a lot of the areas around Greenland, of course, a glacier, and so forth. But back at our latitude, this is Newfoundland and Nova Scotia, northern Maine. That's where the snow line is, and here we are back in the area around Vermont. So that's your little snow tour for December 8th, 2015. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights.